if I put my hand down, that part goes away. Something's there that I want to see, I just move. That's kind of cool. That's a free function as well. That's actually... How high does it go? All the way up. Sweet. Oh. Cool. I think this might be my default camera type from now on. I had it on the left, put it on the right this time. Excuse me. Just because that part was blocking things that I wanted to be able to read. This part, not much really comes up on, so... don't know if I actually am streaming right now. I'm just trying to get everything together. Odds are no one's watching, but hey, I'll just keep talking to myself. No, yeah, there it is. Okay. G'day lads, it's MysticEye here again. I am still playing Dragon's Dogma, Arisen. I'm picking up straight from where I let off. I'm inside the crystal thingamajig that I can never remember the name of. And I'm getting a couple of new pawns. As P-A-W-N, for those that are too immature to realise. And, what have I already? I had a Strider and a Mage. Don't want you. Warriors is one of my favourite class. She'd be able to do some heavy damage. That's actually a decent weapon she's got for this level. And only downside is they're very slow and they have limited amount of special attacks that they can do. I know. Drives me nuts because they say that every single time you get a new pawn.
I am honored to travel.
So that too. I hope not. And I want another magic user, so you go away, you go away, you go away. It's kind of cool, you can actually cycle them out, just basically tell them to bugger off, and when they leave I just wait for new ones to spawn and they walk in out of the fog like this. I really think that's cool. I think it's a really neat function. Ah, here we go, Sorcerer. And they're just standard archer staff on the back. She's actually, I think she's better outfitted than my person is, my main pawn that is. She can't see her here. And the last recording I did actually ended up doing better than I thought it would. I've got 2 subscribers out of it, which I was quite surprised by because they're actually the first new subscribers I've had, except for one person who I'm actually going to TAFE with, who saw me watching my own videos during the thing. I keep saying she. He is a he, but he's almost like the stereotypical gay guy. He looks, acts, and sounds like a girl. No offense to him, he's a nice guy. It's just he looks like a girl.
I am honored to travel.
Moving on. I don't want to kick that hornet's nest.
May our paths cross again.
Again, I hope not. Go away. Excuse me. And yeah, you saw me watching. You just asked me what the channel name was, and told him, and then he subscribed. So, kind, thanks. His name's Kind, by the way. And yeah. Now I had one bloke send me a message saying that he liked my vid. If he subscribed to me, he asked me to subscribe to him as well. I usually don't do that, but I checked out his channel and it actually looked decent, so I subscribed to him as well. Can't remember what the name was, so it was actually one I couldn't pronounce even when I was reading it. But okay. But that's where I came from. Obviously I know where it is. Anyway, moving on. I'm doing the mission where I have to find Salamet's grimoire. I finally remember the name after I turned it off yesterday. This is one neat thing as well. You can meet other pawns that walk around. Hello. This guy's level 13, and I can actually hire him to come with me. But I'd have to kick out other people as well. I think the reason they do that is because these guys, they're pretty much guaranteed to die at some point, or despawn, whatever you want to say, because you can get them back. Because they're essentially ghosts. They lose so much health and they go back to that place where I literally just was. So I think the reason that they do that, have some of them walk around so that I can actually get new companions if I ever lose them and I'm not able to get back to one of those crystals. Because if I do lose them, I go back to the crystal, they actually come back again straight away. I get the same people back, which I think is pretty cool. I'm constantly saying, oh, I think this is really good, this is cool, that's cool, this is cool, that's cool, everything's cool. It really is. I really enjoy this game. I've been playing it for years and it still surprises me with the stuff that it can do. And the stream seems to be doing a bit better this time. For the recording, that can't see my face in the corner, you lucky buggers. I'm streaming at the same time as I do this recording. Not getting any viewers yet. No big deal. Yeah. I keep forgetting what it is that I intend to say, and I just go. That's right, I can throw rocks. Really far, apparently. Death from above. Here's an idea. You come with me. Oh, didn't work, but nice. And then I throw you off the edge. Easiest way to kill him. Especially when you're as weak as my character is at the moment. You know, gravity does not care about armor, it will do the damage. You need help? I'm coming. Oh, shut up, Owen. I'm helping you. You just asked me to help you. Don't tell me to stop. Ow! I helped. Shut up. Get up. I helped! Do you have another one? Okay, you right yet? Shut up! Jesus. That was annoying.
They were of the southern bandits from the look of them. Worse than the monsters, their kind. Thanks to you, I'm alive and whole. But those rats made off with all I had. Even took that magic book.
Woo!
Have an interest in something. This was Salamet's grimoire.
Cha-cha! Very convenient that I run into this guy.
Seems it chanced to survive the blaze when the old council's library. It is a rare and powerful tome, as I hear it told. So I bought it from a merchant of my acquaintance. If it truly holds such power, the rights of salvation. It matters not.
Coke with melted ice. Lovely.
Next Arpard's cross, I'll take them for all them.
I've gained quest knowledge.
Good luck with that.
Grimoire seems small holds our dark.
Foreign knife. That's not a wieldable knife. I can't replace my rusty daggers with that. It's actually a throwing weapon that I can use. It's never had much luck with the throwing weapons. Some of them are alright, but for the most part, I usually just don't bother. I sell them because they're worth a decent bit of coin. Wolf, where's the wolf? Are you the girl who cried wolf? Keep doing it, eventually we'll stop believing you. And there actually is one, we to facilitate it. Oh, there is one, never mind. I think there's a Cyclops near here, if I'm remembering correctly. If I go down that way to the right, and there's like a sort of cliff that drops off, and there's like a stream that meets with the ocean, and that's a place where the Cyclops hangs out. First time I played that game, he was the first monster I found randomly without having to actually fight him as part of a mission. He was just there, and 2 hours later he kills me with one hit. Because at the moment my armor's pretty weak, and I've got the weakest weapons that I can have, and hell, I've not even got a bow yet. Because I haven't played this at all since I finished my recording yesterday. Actually, it's been less than 24 hours since I recorded. Oh, this isn't where I thought it was. So that's where I was. I actually went to this place in the first recording I did, the one that failed that I mentioned in my previous one, and I actually fight a Cyclops right here for a mission. But I think he actually falls down from up there because when he gets here, he's covered in injuries and his health bar is mostly gone. And it's sort of like a test that I have to prove that I am the Arisen. And there's a bloke up there and just in a robe. After I beat him, he just sort of turns around and walks away, which was a little weird. I know who he is. I can't remember what his name was. He works for what is basically a cult called Salvation. The bloke that I was speaking to earlier that kept going, "Help me!" He mentioned them. Wolves. Where's the wolf? That's one thing I like about the boons. Now my weapons have ice power, and this actually makes us pretty big difference when it comes to the attacks. Especially since some of the enemies you have to fight are 100% immune to physical attacks. You have to hit them with magic, otherwise it just does nothing else. Ooh, Raiders. Raiders are fun. Come here, Raiders. This is one thing I like. You get like random encounters like this. These guys are Raiders or bandits if you prefer. They've literally attacked this place, burnt the car, blown it where the people are, and now I might get to fight them. Ooh, that dude's a warrior. He'll do a ton of damage if he hits me with that thing. I might have to run from these guys. They're doing a lot of damage, and there's a lot of them, so. That's the thing I don't like about warriors, you hit them and they just don't care. They just... nothing. Wait, don't heal the damage. Ooh. That hurt. I keep going in there. Trust me, I've got two menu buttons. One is the start button, and the other one is the touchpad. And I'm used to having an options button on the left, but on the PlayStation that's the share button. If I push that, it opens a great big menu that kind of bugs me because I push it just out of habit. I don't want to use the green marsh on this really have because it's too... Stop hitting me! It causes significant pain! Okay, fine. Green wire it is. Boom. Hit them. Wait, no, me hit you, I meant. Don't hit me with a fireball. Just because I'm hitting you with my knife doesn't mean you can hit me with a fireball. I've got my fan turned off this time, so hopefully the buzz that was in the last one, which I apologise for, hopefully it's not in it anymore. And, I have got my microphone closer to my TV than I usually do, so hopefully that's not getting an echo. Actually, I might just turn that down a little bit, just in case, because that's actually up really high, so that probably does have an echo. My bad. I don't think me adjusting the TV volume actually does much to the... Ooh, don't die. Like, for you, like, recording it, the how much you hear, I don't think that actually gets affected much when I actually adjust my TV volume. I think it depends, like, on the game volume, like, in the main menu where I go into options and control the sounds and shit. That is what affects how much you guys can hear it. I don't know. I'll know when I check out this video when I finish recording it, because I upload them and then I check to see if they work. So that means you guys get to have a look at my failures. Yay! Stop killing me. It's very annoying. Hey, we won! Yay! We won! Oh, now there's wolves. Yeah, woofy. Come on, Wolfie. Where are you? He goes. Oh, there he is. Hey, I got one. First time I played this game, I could not beat these guys. That's when I was very, very weak, like level 2, and I was trying to fight them. I would wait until they throw them off the edge of the cliff. It took about 2 hours to work that out. Like, I'll do that. Only downside is because these guys drop loot when they die. If I throw them down there, obviously I can't grab it. By the way, this game, sort of aggression of Jaws, or a big shark.
What a gag.
Eaten.
Take care, you aren't soaked in water.
Well, I'm a dick. Wow, I'm a person. I did not think that through. Oh well. I can go to back easily enough. Just go back